Hi, welcome students. Today we shall discuss something more regarding Mendel's principles of inheritance. Yesterday we had discussed the hybridization experiment performed by Mendel, and he performed this experiment in two different terms. One was named as the monohybrid cross and the other was the dihybrid cross. For monohybrid cross, Mendel selected the pure line of tall and dwarf plant, and these plants were true breeding. And here you can see in the diagram 5.4 that the tall plant is having some factor that is represented by the pair of capital T, whereas the pure dwarf plant is represented as the uh, pair of small t. And when these two kinds of plants crossed together, the hybrid plant was generated as the first generation progeny, and this hybrid plant had the alleles both for the tall feature and the dwarf feature, but the plant was virtually tall. From this observation, he could postulate he could establish a hypothesis, and that was the principle of dominance. Here, the two alleles, dominant allele and the recessive allele, capital T and small t, both are present in the individual, but individual appears to be tall. It is because for the tall, this capital T allele is representing the feature, and the dwarfness of the plant is represented by the small t. Both the T's, capital and small, are present in the hybrid progeny, but the progeny is tall. It is because the capital T, the dominant one, is able to express itself, and the recessive one remains unexpressed, and this was treated as the law of dominance proposed by Mendel. From the same experiment performed by Mendel on the tall and dwarf plant, he found that the phenotype, that is the expression, outward expression of the organism, appearing to be tall is the dominant feature, appearing to be dwarf is the recessive feature, and it had the ratio of 75% tall and 25% dwarf in F1 generation, first generation. But this 75% has two different kinds of allelic combination. One is the completely pair of capital T, which is representing the homozygous tall, and the other two are representing the combination of capital and small t. It is the heterozygous condition of tall and dwarf. So, in heterozygous condition, both the alleles are coexisting in the individual, but the capital T, that is the dominant allele, is able to express, and when the crossbreed or the crossing or selfing of these capital T, small t, that is heterozygous tall plants, are made, we find that the homozygous dwarf is produced, and hence the ratio, which is called the phenotypic ratio, is represented as 1 is to 2 is to 1. So this is the outcome of Mendel's monohybrid cross. In our next video we shall discuss the dihybrid cross. Thank you.